It's the third. We back at it again.
Yes, sir.
Me and Daniel back at it again with the
Damn, son.
Damn,
Daniel.
Back at it again with another pod.
Back at it again with another Third Coast episode.
Is lit.
With the Stussy.
Yeah, we sound good. We sound hella good. Yeah, man. I guess we just jumping into it. We starting now. It's a lot of phone noise.
Yeah, I just muted mine.
Oh, okay.
Make sure nothing comes through.
BBLG.
Man, we live, man. Welcome back to the third, man.
Welcome back.
And we super lit for episode 2, man. Just chilling. I'm so glad we got episode 1 out the way. Like, real talk.
He taking a text.
No, I'm not. I didn't give it to you yet.
No.
I didn't realize what he was saying.
Oh, well.
Happens every time.
Hey,
Man.
I gotta watch me.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, man, can we talk about the journey to episode 1 just real quick for the people, dog? How many times did we link up?
At least 5.
At least
At least 5 times.
practice sessions. It's
Practice
cool,
sessions, different mic setups, using different softwares.
Yeah, man.
Different PCs, Macs.
Or just finishing and loading up the file, finding out that it sounds
didn't
terrible.
record, or where it saved to.
There's an echo.
Yeah, man. It's cool.
Sound
though.
quality's bad. Using the wrong mics. You know,
man.
we're good now. We're good.
Yeah, we good. We in
We
there.
living,
We
we
high
learn.
quality. We on the platforms, man. Follow us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, man. Definitely appreciate y'all, man, for joining us back. And for our new listeners, man, we're going to be dropping weekly. Just talking about what we talk about. We just be chilling, right?
Yes, sir. Speech chilling.
I just thought you was going to expound. Like, yeah, man, we talk about movies, anime.
All that. We talk about movies, anime, music, pop culture.
I was gonna say that again.
Oh, I wasn't trying to say that again. But just naturally, I just thought.
We're just gonna start talking.
Oh, I mean, that's cool, too.
Back at it again.
And let's go ahead and kind of wrap up this Kendrick and Drake beef that we got going on.
Is it wrapped up though?
See, that's the thing now. I think it's getting the whole political and paperwork side of it with UMG, them putting out Sis in the Seas.
Yeah.
Like, it's starting to get real
It's
messy
good.
behind the scenes.
It's good.
Yeah, man. Because I wanted to add some perspective. In our last drop, at that point, Drake hadn't dropped the Heart Part 6, right?
No, he had not. He had not responded.
Right.
We were trying to see if he was going to respond or not.
Yeah. So moving forward from that, though, it's just like, bro, my perception of it is like, we seeing 2 boxers go at it, right? And both of them, well, not really both of them. Drake's losing bad. He beat up, eye bruised, but he got up. He didn't tap out, but the ref is just like, dog, I'm just gonna call it. Like,
You don't think he tapped out, bro? You don't think that last part of the Heart Part 6 was a tap out?
I don't think he meant it that way. No, we are definitely taking it that way, and that is what it is, like what it's gonna be. But I do feel like I feel like he had a little bit more, but I feel like Kendrick had a lot more, bro. I feel like he genuinely did not give everything he has.
Well,
like
you saw what academics had said about there was supposed to be another release. He didn't confirm from which side, but he did confirm that the shooting that happened at Drake's mansion delayed it.
I think it was Drake's response, right? Wasn't it?
He did not confirm whose response it was going to be. He just said somebody had something. I mean, you assume if academics are saying it, though, it's Drake, because he don't have inside information on Kendrick like that. But yeah.
No, 100%. I agree with that totally.
What's even more hilarious is seeing all the resulting actions across the globe. I mean, just hop on Twitter, man. You have little kids asking for OVO. You have the new Spanish remix with the BBL. El
Drake. BBL.
Definitely play it.
El Drake. Say OVO.
OVO. Say OVO. OVO.
Like, It's everywhere, bro. I have kids coming in between my classrooms singing it.
Yeah, bro.
C-walking, banging. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, bro. And that's what I'm saying. There's no comeback from this, bro. Like, it's over. I'm sorry.
When the number one song is a diss pedophile song and they're cracking jokes about it,
bro,
on Netflix specials.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
On basic college graduation.
And I want y'all to think about this, bro. My thing is, Drake at this point, bro, like, we wouldn't even look at you like a punk for going to court, but he ain't. I feel like he can't do that.
He can't go to court because most of it is true, I believe.
Right.
And I don't have factual evidence, but I'm sorry. Walk like a duck, quack like a duck. It sure ain't no dog.
Bro.
Speaking of dogs, that boy Raiden just let out a nasty one, man. The smell is horrendous.
Hey man, that's Frenchie love.
I've never been so glad to be nose blind.
Woo.
I've never been so happy to be nose blind.
I just got clothesline. That's what I did. But yeah, I do. Apparently something is about to happen. So I can't wait, you know.
It's gonna be the embassy getting raided.
I mean, yeah. Exactly. What's even crazy?
What is it? The braids?
When you watch the playoff games, they have like the introductions for the Pacers game last night.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Was not like us.
Oh yeah.
It's everywhere.
Commercials.
It's everywhere, bro. None of Drake's songs have ever. Well, none of Drake's disses in this battle have amounted to a hit.
Right.
Well, people claim that
none of them.
Family Matters.
It's not a hit. Who's playing that?
I'm not.
Who's playing that in the clubs? Who's playing that for commercial breaks?
Speaking of clubs, did y'all not see LeBron James and Savannah getting down?
Getting down to they not like us. They not like us.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the reception has been.
And then it's funny. People are like bringing up pictures of like when Savannah, LeBron, and Drake was like on the front row at a basketball game.
And she gave him a side
and Savannah looking like, get this nigga away from us, please. Like,
we have a daughter.
Move.
Wow, I gotta see that, bro.
Yeah, Drake's mugging it up, which, I mean, you know, like the typical sitcom family dynamic, the wife doesn't like, but the guy is totally oblivious. He's like, oh yeah, he's just a good guy, you know, he's cool.
Right,
we like sports. And the wife's just like,
yeah, no, like that whole like even from the perspective of like the whole pedophile thing, right? When they called Drake out on it. Now they're all like the whole Ruby Rose thing and how she was underage dating.
And SZA.
Dated all these older rappers like Travis Scott. Even Tyga, the whole him and Kylie deal.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of things that are starting to come out now. The Game is another one. They're mentioning doing shit. And it's just hard for me.
And if you're from Houston, you already know about Slim Thugger. You already know about Slim Thug.
Exactly. So it's like we see these things in real time. I think a lot of times we give people passes because we give them the benefit of the doubt. But I'm starting to realize as I grow and mature, like, you can't give that to everyone. That has to be earned. Because you just never know with people, bro. And dudes are sick.
And it's out of order, I guess. But my thought, honestly, I hated that the Heart Part 6 was so bad because I just wanted it to be good enough for Kendrick to respond. But right now, like, not responding was like literally everything is building without him doing anything. Like, it would distract. It's like, nah, if you want this attention off of you, you're gonna have to do it yourself.
I mean, didn't he even say on the track, like, I'm done with this, I'm walking away? Like, it's even
yeah,
like,
he did say that.
Like, bro, like, you can't call out the big bad wolf, get slapped, and be like, okay, I'm going home with my dog. You know, it's like, bro, stand up, say what you gotta say. I mean, you called him out, you told him put out your triple and quadruple entendres. He gave him that.
Oh, he gave him that and more.
He gave him that and more because I didn't even realize when it came out was F.A.N.
Bro, I'm still catching stuff.
Hey.
Yeah.
Step this way, step that way. That's an R. Kelly reference, bro.
It's a Bill Cosby reference.
And it's Bill Cosby.
Hey.
Run for your life.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. And it's evidently there were some old tweets that came up that were actual lyrics part of the song, and people are like, "Oh, Kendrick just really just
almost every bar of that song is an old tweet."
It just shows you how meticulous and how his mind works, bro. We're putting this all together. Because it's one thing to actually sit down and write it. It's another thing to have all these ideas and construct them such that you have this result. And that's the genius behind it.
So I got a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like that record was fresh? Or
What
did you
record?
had it for a minute?
They not like us.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be fresh.
It was fresh
I think it's fresh.
because he spoke to the imitating Pac,
That's right. Well, I mean, he could add to it.
and that song didn't really have a structure either. It
That's
really
big
felt like it just was like a flow. Like it did, but it didn't, because it had 3 verses, and then it was like a outro or interlude.
Yeah.
Now, what
So-
it could have been is he could have had this info for a while.
I think it was fresh.
And he's just been sitting
I think
on it.
Kendrick. I think I mentioned this to somebody because there was talk before Kendrick responded with Euphoria that he was gonna respond on his upcoming record.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Kendrick just been in the studio. I think he just been in that mode already. So it was real easy for him to tap in and give us one. Like I've been already cooking. Like I'm already in the kitchen.
Big facts.
What's even more wild
What you need some bacon? Oh, this grease is ready. This grease already been ready. I've been making bacon already. Y'all want some more bacon? With some brown sugar on it?
Some brown sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Candy
saying?
Bacon. Ooh.
That's what he did. The skillet was already seasoned.
Yes, sir.
And you put that fried rice in there, that wok was already ready.
Yo.
Yeah. He was in the kitchen
He saved
cooking
some of
already.
that bacon grease for the egg.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
He was ready. That's how I feel.
A little butter.
That's just my
Oh, yeah.
I
my
think that
thought on
too.
it.
What's crazy is like he like the song, the 4 that he released, bro. They're so different from each other. You know, sonically,
Yeah.
what he's speaking on, the theme. Like even though it's consistent between the tracks, it's like, bro, he showed you his range in a matter of a week.
And not even that, just how
And then
every
put- then-
album is a concise, like, story, experience, journey. Like,
every album.
What's even crazy is that he finally. Well, I saw a video where he kind of went into his musical background and everything. So the first album, Good Kid, Mad City, was a hit, classic, right? That's really when I started. Well, it was actually Section 80 when I really started listening to Kendrick,
I caught on a Good Kid, Mad City.
right? And so he said that during that time, after recording that, one of the ARs he was working with noticed that a lot of the sounds that he was going for were all jazz based, right? And so they had further conversations on.
You talking about the interview with Rick Rubin?
Yes,
Yeah.
with Rick
Have
Rubin.
you seen that?
mm-mm.
There's one where he's outside chilling with Rick Rubin. It's a good interview.
It's a good interview, and
Yeah,
he
you
was
should go check it
like,
out.
that's why you see such a drastic change in his sound from Good Kid, Mad City to Pepper Butterfly.
I'm gonna tell you the first time I
'Cause he
heard
dove into it.
the first
on
time I heard it-
jazz side.
the first time I really got into Kendrick was because of Money Trees. Because Swimming Pools was the commercial song, right? With Good Kid, Mad City. That was the one that was on the radio everywhere. Swimming Pools. But I was like, yeah, it's okay, or whatever. But then when I heard Money Trees on the radio, I was like, oh, who is this?
Right.
Because the sound was so different. It was night and day. I thought it was somebody else. I can't remember who I thought it was. I either thought it was Ludacris or Snoop Dogg. I forget who I thought it was.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was Kendrick. So then when I figured out it was Kendrick, I was like, hold on. Let me go listen to this dude stuff. So I bought the album, Good Kid, Mad City. I used to play that every day at AMC, working in the projector room, bro. That was just to pop in them headphones and just vibe. Yep. So then I went back to Section 80. It's like, so he's been killing. Okay. It's been a joy ever since, bro.
I didn't go deep backwards until To Pimp a Butterfly. Yeah, so I
That
was
was
like,
a treat.
yeah,
You
I
see.
was like, wow.
When-
Like, okay, versatile.
And when that album dropped, bro, because I was in the thick of like discovering who I was as a musician, and that album dropped, and it was just so musical.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like, and then the fact that everybody wasn't getting it just like made me love it even more. It's like, oh, y'all so sleep. Y'all so sleep on how good this is. Like, you know the names he has on this album, like playing for him, right? Like I was geeking, bro. That album was, yeah. And then Damn came out. I just re-listened to Damn yesterday while driving.
Solid.
Also slept on, but that's the one he got the Pulitzer for, right? That's the one he got the prize
Yes.
for.
Yes, it was on Damn. I think the weakest out of all these projects was probably Mr. Morale.
You know, my re-listen was Untitled. Untitled was my
That's the weakest.
That's the weakest?
Yeah, and only because they're throwaways.
I love it. I'm not even gonna lie, I love it.
It's good. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad at all. But if we're just saying the weakest, that's the weakest.
What's even crazier is all the new listeners.
What's the weakest to you? You shaking your head.
I never really tried to pinpoint because I haven't re-listened to everything. I haven't retouched Section 80 in multiple years. Like a sing.
I'm not really counting that one though, because that's an EP.
Okay, so that's.
So I'm talking about the album.
I gotta re-listen, bro. Just to be perfectly fair, as far as weakest. Because Mr. Morale was dope to me. I love Mr. Morale.
Okay.
You
just said you love Damn.
It makes me want to say. It actually makes me want to say Damn.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. But for me personally, I mean, I know like that guy in the award and all this. Okay.
I think Kendrick has great albums. They're all pretty solid. But to be honest with you, I think Drake has a larger collection of work.
Well, yeah, he puts out every year, every 2 years. At one point, he's putting out every year.
Yeah, but that's not to take away from Kendrick's greatness. But I think the reason why people are able to relate to Drake a little bit more is because of how often he puts on, how consistent he is with it. Now, back to what I was saying about him not necessarily having a sound himself. Like, what is the Toronto Canadian sound? Because when he first came out, he was on a Houston tip. Everything was slowed down. Then he went over and started doing the whole New Orleans thing. Like, I just found out Wody is slang term for a friend in New Orleans. It's not even
Wody.
It's not even a Canadian term. So him running around through the six with his woe, like that's just a little weird.
Somebody also said Toronto wasn't called the six before he just started calling it that.
Oh, it's not?
That's what I read.
See, and that's a little weird to me. And if you think about it, every artist that does come up, he does hop on their song, or like even Drum, the whole cha-cha slide, the bling, Outlaw Bling. Like, got that. XXXTentacion, his flow when he came out. He even got him on video talking about it. So I think, but at the same time, I think that's credit to Drake and him being able to kind of switch it up and hop on any kind of flow and be good at it. But at the same time, you don't really necessarily have an identity for yourself. It's like what they say for people who are good at everything but not good at one thing. You're a jack of all trades but a master of none type deal with him. But yeah, just a little two-piece that I got when I was looking through stuff this week.
Culture vulture.
For sure.
But yeah. I'm looking for the name of it. I don't recall what it is. I hear myself in the headphones like
the name
of what I heard from Drake the first time I heard him. But I think when he had that backpacker rapper thing going, but then it's like, man, but who? Like then I think about it's like, oh, so you copied maybe Kanye at the time.
Ye, Cudi.
Right. So it's just like, wow, you really did just adapt every wave. And that's wild to think that like you started, or at least the point that I was introduced was like backpack, nerdy, vulnerable. And now it's like, oh, you got mob ties. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah, man.
on the accreditation of Jay Prince. Which is even weirder because if you realize no one has really come to his defense artist-wise. If you think about it. Like, you've had plenty of people in the industry. Mal, from Rory and Mal has come to his defense. And he's been looking crazy and crazy as the days go by. But, I mean, it's just interesting, man.
Between Mal and Ish, that's a joke.
Yeah, the Joe Budden podcast was hilarious. And their responses to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna give you even better response to what I saw this week, particularly this past Wednesday.
Uh-oh. Is it time?
It's that time. So, latest on X-Men 97. Yeah, how y'all feel about this episode?
Bro. I mean, there's the obvious part, right? We'll get into that.
Yeah, spoilers.
We'll get into the obvious
spoiler
part.
warning.
Yeah,
here.
spoiler alert. Oh my goodness. It's just like I love how they're just getting us ready for the last episode and the ultimate cliffhanger for season 2. Because I feel like there's no way you wrap this up in one episode.
No.
There's no way.
No way.
But I feel like it's gonna be the ultimate cliffhanger to get us salivating for season 2.
Oh yeah, because now I'm thinking, like, for real, they was like, no, the comics have some stuff, have some feats that y'all have no idea.
About.
Yeah, and they are about to
unleash.
Yes, bro. Like, I feel like everything, because like I said, that was one thing that kind of like made me shirk away from a kid, or at least I remember the feeling was like, the action seems like tame, and like, I don't know, man. This is legit.
What's great for me is like they're bringing more content, and then they have lots of content they can pull from the comic series, but like they're not regurgitating the same stuff from the past, right? They're introducing new storylines, they're introducing new characters, they're pushing the story forward. And what I like about it too is that like they're covering things that I don't think that they would necessarily touch on in the past. Spoiler, like Wolverine, my gosh, getting the adamantium stripped from his body. Like, I always knew that was a thing in a comic book, but to see it in an animated way at that point in time of the episode, and if you notice, it was Logan who did the last time on X-Men. It started and ended with him. And we thought he had the upper hand. It was like, no, I'm tired of this. You got to go, buddy. And he gets ripped out of him. What kind of gore? I'm surprised they approved of that. Because typically Wolverine is one of the main leading characters that they make their money off of. It's one of the characters that attracts people to the show. And then to rip him up like that, we think he's going to be dead. I don't think he's dead.
That just further speaks to my hypothesis that time travel and the reversal of all this is going to come into play, just because everything was just too... It was just too much. Like the whole thing on Genosha, it was too big and drastic and tragic for them to leave it like that. Especially like with Gambit dying, and now we see what happened with Wolverine with Magneto. But let's talk about that real quick, because
it's sickening, dog. It's sickening.
It just speaks to everything that fans have been arguing for years that we never really got to see animated. It's like Wolverine literally stands zero chance against Magneto. I mean, we got a taste of it. Pause. And I think it was the first X-Men movie.
First Class,
yeah,
it?
no. The first X-Men that dropped, the original X-Men with Halle Berry and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
When he was on the bus and he grabbed him and like made him go like spread eagle and then pulled him towards him. Like that was a moment. And I think it was another moment where he like spread his claws like outward in his knuckles. So that was a moment too. But to see like, and it's funny because the dialogue that Magneto gave us, he's like, finally. It's like I've been waiting for you to try to kill me for real, because I've been holding back. Like, everybody knows I've been holding. The world knows.
He's Omega level, bro.
Not even that. Like, your bones are made of metal.
Right.
And I control metal. Like, everybody knows I've been sparing you.
Bro, when they charged forward, because when I saw the separation, I was like, okay, we splitting up the teams. All right, bet. You know, that's typical X-Men.
With the OG costumes.
Whoa, wait a second. Wolverine in the fight with Magneto. That was your pick. I'm like, bro. Like, what are you doing here, bro?
Brain idea.
And I was
poor coaching.
Bro, I was like, okay. I was like, maybe he's supposed to be a distraction. So I was like, wow, Wolverine actually got the lick in. I thought Magneto was giving his death speech, bro.
That's what I did too. No cap. I thought
like,
it was. Okay, here we go.
He's like, boy.
I actually thought Magneto was gonna crush Xavier's skull.
He was trying to until he got stabbed.
Until he got
that's
stabbed.
That's right. I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna do it. Charles, I've always wanted to tell you these two words. Shut up.
And who did I watch that with? You or?
Yeah, that was with me.
I was saying the whole episode that Charles was talking. I was like, somebody needs to tell him to shut up.
He said it like 3 or 4 times.
I just kept saying that. I said, I can't wait for somebody to tell this boy to shut up. And then finally Magneto did it. I said, thank you. Because, like, you've been gone, shacking it up.
Bro,
right.
With that bird.
Living your life with the aliens. And you want to come here and lecture everybody on how to get through it and how to deal with pain and not to forget family and blah.
Right.
Boy, if you don't get your
bald-headed paraplegic head ass on somewhere.
Can't walk without assistance.
He the dad that went and got some milk. Started a whole nother family.
Exactly. I'm just going out to get some milk, y'all.
Mr. Emperor. No, fake this death.
Bald head.
Fake this death.
Scallywag ain't got no hair in the back.
Yeah, man.
And they gonna try to tell Rogue, you think about your decision you're making. Bro, you see this robe I got in my hand? This is my man's.
My man.
Hold this so you can remember that.
My man.
Oh, man.
Sugar?
Sure. Oh, no.
Yeah, man. So the whole episode, I was just like, please, this somebody. And then when Rogue went on her little diatribe with him, I was like, okay, we getting there. Somebody finally tell him this.
I mean, who's next? Jean, Cyclops? Hell, we don't know where Bishop's at. Morph just got back here. Dog, she was letting him have it.
I will not see another mutant die. Sugar.
Yeah, man, it was gold.
It was excellent.
Loved it.
It was excellent. And then Storm and Forge fighting in the air. Like, Storm is a problem, bro.
Oh, can we talk about the switcheroo where they was like, I still think it's crazy. They really set Cyclops up.
Yes.
Like we was gonna get a different Cyclops. Like he's gonna be that guy.
Psych. You thought wrong.
I did like the ode to the OG uniforms to the
Did you?
I did. It was a nice change.
I did not.
It was a nice change.
I didn't care either way. I wasn't moved. It was
So
just
wait. So y'all tell me y'all wasn't feeling some type of way when y'all see Wolverine?
That was the only one though.
Oh, okay.
And it's not worth the rest of the team because everybody else's uniform is way better in the newer version.
Right.
But it was just
Wolverine was the only upgrade.
It was just a nod, bro. Like
I don't like it.
Even Cable's uniform is the same as the fighting the Capcom, the Marvel X-Men game.
I hate Skullcap Scott. I hate it.
Yeah,
I prefer
Honey, where's my super
he
suit?
Looks like Bender cosplaying as
nah, bro.
Yeah, I prefer
I
prefer army fatigue Scott with the belts and the
Oh, you want to see him in all
the look on his face.
All right, Didi.
Whoa, why you see?
He took it there.
You're wild.
He took it there.
You're wild.
Hey, speaking of which, did y'all see that meme?
He said whips and chains.
The Mount Rushmore. It was Diddy.
Oh.
It was Drake. It was
R. Kelly.
It was somebody, and they called him the Diddler. The Drizzler for Drake. I think R. Kelly was the Riddler. And there was one more I can't remember, but it was, bro, I died laughing. It made me think of that. But this next episode, what do y'all think they're gonna cover? You think Onslaught's gonna be more?
I don't know, man. Cause
like, where do they go from here?
I have no idea.
I think they might hit the time with like Ray was saying, and go back in time, and they're gonna have to replay this all over again. But there's gonna be different decisions being made. So you kind of see like the multi-branch in the universe and all that. I think that might be a play on it. Did y'all hear about Ryan Coogler directing the X-Men movie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, Ray put us on.
I'm all for that.
He did Black Panther, right?
Yes, he did Black Panther. And it was great. He did the first one.
Yeah, man.
And it was really good.
I'm hoping it's gonna like provide an opportunity to maybe sneak in a few more black, characters. Yeah.
Who are some of the black characters on X-Men? Like off the top, I know Forge, Storm, Spike, those Bishop. Those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head.
But I don't know, man. Apparently, when I was looking on Twitter, apparently Sunspot was supposed to be black. Is that not the case?
Like Afro-Latino or something.
Okay, so he was okay.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to next week's episode. It's gonna be the season finale. Hopefully, they don't wait too long to put out the next season. Hopefully, they're already in the works on that. Looking forward to that as well. They just announced the hiring of Galactus in the MCU. He's going. Yep. They finally cast a character for him, and then another person
for the Fantastic Four
movie. And then Giancarlo, the guy that played Gus in Breaking Bad, he's also being cast into the MCU as well. The speculation that he's going to be the new Professor X, but also somebody also say he's going to be the Henry Osborn.
Who?
Osborn. Green Goblin.
Oh, Norman Osborn.
Yeah, sorry, Norman Osborn. Yeah, sorry.
Brother?
Yeah, my mom. Yeah.
Wait, is that the full name though? I thought he had like a weird long name, bro.
Norman?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's just Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn and Harry Osborn.
Yeah. But I would be interested in both. I would like him to see Professor X, though, to be honest.
I would not.
Really?
No.
Who'd you like to see?
Give me a bald white man. Thank you.
I think they can keep who they got.
Yeah.
Oh boy, keep him?
Why not?
He been fine.
But
It's in the MCU, though. He's part of that whole Sony franchise.
But they don't have the rights anymore.
I know, but can they recast into that same
They've
role?
already brought over Hugh Jackman, bro, with Deadpool.
Oh, you're right, they did. Yeah. You're right, they did.
Definitely can. Very easy.
Yeah, man. Let's keep some consistency, man.
Agreed.
Agreed. I hope they keep old girl as Sue Storm, though.
As Sue Storm?
Yeah.
Which one? From the Michael B. Jordan version?
No.
Of Fantastic Four?
No. From the one.
Talking about Jessica Alba?
Yes, Lord.
Bro, no.
And that's
Why?
Bro, how long ago was that? I don't want to see old ass Jessica Alba.
Oh, okay, you say that now.
dang. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Oh man, any new shows you guys got caught a wind of? I just started.
What's solo leveling look like for you guys?
That had ended a long
that
time
ended
ago.
already.
Brother.
We are unfortunately,
Good.
Yeah, talk about that for a second.
Yeah, man. Honestly, solo leveling. I wish they could animate faster. That they could have went farther. Like it wasn't enough.
Like I'm still craving for more, but I'm okay with that because I know
good.
there's gonna be another season. I know there's still material being written. It takes so long for animation to come out, bro.
Yeah, man.
It just takes so long, and I'd rather them take their time and do it right than to get a god out of high school.
Cause you gotta think, man.
The show's that webtoon was pretty good, but the animated version was horrible.
You thought it was horrible.
I mean, I enjoyed the fight scenes, but in terms of storyline, they didn't do a great job of explaining like what was going on, why they had these types of powers, where old boy came from, like what happened. Like they skipped over all of it. Like there's a lot of missing material in the show that's in the actual webtoon.
Wow.
Yeah, it was because I wanted to read it before I started watching. I heard about it because it was going to come out. So I started reading the webtoon, got pretty far into it, and then when I started watching the show, I'm like, yo, they missed quite a bit. Like there were like chapters that they missed. But I also understand the process of having the adaptation. There's some things you have to leave out in order to push the story forward. Or hey, we only might have an 8-show they were committed to. So we got to divide the storyline to 8 shows. Let's just tell this particular storyline from this particular view, and we can leave out this information that they feel is not important. But I feel like to really get a really good anime, you have to have some character development, some background, something that you can relate to. And I think with Solo Leveling, I think they did a pretty good job of translating it so far.
Cause I did check out the actual what are they referred to as? Webtoons. I did actually check it out, but I read all the way up to right before the actual Arise fight and all that. Like I read up to knowing that he had a job change, but that was it. I didn't go any further. He didn't take the quest.
Yeah, that's where I stopped too.
Okay, and so then I finished the rest on the show, but like even going back at like as a kid, bro, 'cause I used to get Shonen Jump every time I went to Blockbuster. So so once Blockbuster shut down, like I just like okay, well, it's so I didn't pursue it anymore, go out of my way to make anything else happen. So, and I just prefer to watch the animes. And when I experienced got to high school, that was just from the anime. Never checked out.
Yeah, check out the webtoon, bro. It's really good.
Sick.
And then it actually explains a lot of stuff. Like the whole like their fight styles, where they learned it from. Like it goes into way better description. Like it's a good read.
And that was the crazy, because to me the anime was perfect. I was just mad that I was like, how in the world does not get another season? But now, now it makes sense. The real fans
are like, what is this garbage? What is this? Like it was good. Like I enjoyed it. Like I'm not one of the ones that's like, oh my god, it's not directly that's source material. Like nah, I understand, but fight scenes were great. But it's like, man, they kind of left some stuff out that could have really grabbed a hold. But once again, I think that was what a 10 episode run as well. Like
yeah, something like that.
That's a lot, bro. Typically, you can only cover about like a chapter, maybe 2.
And
any given anime being translated, like.
Cause I had the advantage of so many of the animes that I love. They're old. Like I'm just late. I'm late to the party. You know what I'm saying? So like Hunter, it was lit. But I was like, man, how were they moving real time? Like, what was the release timing of all of this? Actually like in the middle of it, because like now I find myself just like, oh, man, I need more. But it's like, nah, they went through the same stuff. You just get into it hella late.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I say the same thing with like Attack on Titan. Like for those people like Kev on Stage on Twitter, like he's jumping to the anime world and he's starting to watch. He's asking for suggestions, and it's just funny seeing his reactions to everything. Cause like, bro, I reacted to that 10, 12 years ago. And it's funny because the way that they're able to consume it is different than how I consume it. I would have to wait week to week. During the winter months, I would have to wait sometimes a month because of the Lunar Year, Chinese New Year. They take breaks. Or even now with One Piece, there's often breaks. So it's like that community sense of feel where you get to discuss and see, and you have to wait. Instead of being able to cut it on, it's like, oh, it's all completed. Let me burn through this real quick. It's a different type of appreciation for it. Or experience when it comes to it, but the goats are the goats though. Like you gonna enjoy it regardless.
Yeah, man. And I think I am just impatient, man.
Oh, I'm super. Like, there's another one that just came out. Kaiju number 8.
Yes, I did see. I saw the trailer.
It's 3 or 4 episodes in now, maybe 5. I've heard about it. There is a manga to it. I've been hearing about it for the longest. I just never. It's just so much out there, y'all. Y'all have to understand. And like I don't have time like that to keep up with everything.
Right.
But the anime so far is really good. Really enjoyed it.
That's what's up, man.
Something that I would suggest you jump in. Something outside of anime that I started watching is the new Fallout series on Amazon Prime.
That was great. I had already finished.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, it's delicious.
It's dope. It made me, first of all, they are diabolical, bro. Okay, first of all, they made me play the game again. But in playing the game again, found that they had the PlayStation 5 version upgrade. Oh, this game. Because you know it's old. Oh, it looks so beautiful, bro. Yeah. And it's run so smooth. Like, and I remember, like, it's like dying is like, oh, you know, as long as you say it, but it used to take forever to load. Yeah. Like, now it's like, oh, this is my new favorite game. An old game. But they did the show. And
which Fallout was it?
Fallout 4.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
See, I played some of the Fallouts. I remember some of the storylines. Some of it's kind of fuzzy, but like I feel like they're doing a pretty good job of developing like an actual story out of the characters or the little nuances from the game.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you've actually played the games, the like vibe of all the characters and how they weird and stuff is just so perfect, bro. They honed in on every detail of what makes that game that game. Yeah, bro.
I'm on episode 4, I think. She just lost the head.
Okay.
And the ghoul is just caught up with her.
Okay.
And they're trying to get the head back. But oh boy, who I think would be a great Kang replacement?
Said a great. Oh.
Yeah, him. Have him come in the multiverse, playing as the alternate Kang since the whole thing with Jonathan Majors went down. He looks very soon. He looks close. That I think he's a great actor, just from what I've seen. Because he doesn't really talk as much, but like his facial expressions when he gets angry, when he gets sad, when he hit old girl's legs, when he crushed the skull, like he kind of just moves in that way. I would like to see him cast as the new Kang. His name is Aaron Clifton Moten, and the character's name is Maximus. I would love to see him cast as the new Kang.
Okay, young man.
Yeah, young black man. Mm-hmm. And I say he favors Jonathan Majors, and I would, I could see just from the first couple of episodes, like his mannerisms, I could see it. That's all I'm saying. Well, no, man, let's go ahead and wrap up with some sports real quick. We covered quite a bit so far.
I've seen Denver come from the ashes and make the series an actual series.
Yeah, they rose from the flame, and like in Harry Potter, when the old boy came back.
Yeah, they took one at home from Minnesota. So Minnesota beat them twice at Denver. Mm-hmm. But then they came back with a fire, put that whipping on them boys last night. So I'm very interested to see what Game 4 is going to look like. Is Minnesota going to turn around, make this 3-1? I think this is a must-win for Minnesota just because of the experience or lack thereof that they have.
Yep, because then Denver goes back home for 5.
Yeah, they come back home for 5. So if Denver ends up tying at 2-2 and come back home for 5, they could easily be up 3-2, easily. So you got to win this last game to at least give you a chance to come back home for a Game 7 if necessary.
Or Game 6 if you're in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, Game 6.
Game 6 for Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, not only that, but you got in the East, man. What happened to Boston?
I didn't watch that game because I thought that was a gimme, but it seems like Donovan Mitchell says
no, sir.
Otherwise. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's on a tear. He had a great game. So when did they play tonight?
I believe.
Let me check the schedule.
There should be 2 games today.
Let me check the schedule.
Pacers won, beat the Knicks, so that's a series now.
Also, today we get Thunder Mavs again.
Ooh.
That series is tied 1-1, and we are in Dallas. Now, and yes, Celtics Cavaliers play tonight. That series also tied 1-1, and now we are in Cleveland.
So, yeah, man, playoffs.
Cleveland is undefeated at home in this playoffs.
They really are.
So, I mean, granted, it's only been 1 round, and it took them 7 games to take out Orlando, but they did not lose at home in that series. So, yeah.
Boston's had a chance to go down 3-2-1, maybe 3-1 at home.
We'll see.
That's going to look scary for them because he's due for a big payoff.
I really hope Tatum does not let them boys go down 3-1 to the Cavaliers. That's crazy.
You
really think the Cavs are going to pull off 2 straight?
I think they have the propensity to do so. It's the Celtics, bro.
I don't know,
we
bro.
We do this every year.
I know, but I don't know about
it's
this.
The Celtics.
They do this on the biggest stage. This stage not big enough, bro.
You got Dominican, Jason Tatum.
You're wild. This stage is not big enough for them to melt like that. They only melt on the bigger stages, bro. I feel like they're gonna get past this.
In how many games?
6.
That's too long of a series. They should have got this done in 5, but here we are.
They don't have Porzingis. I feel like it's a big
what?
factor.
They don't. You're right. I will give you that. I will give you that.
But we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see. What about the Mavericks Leonard? How you think that's going? They're also top 1-1.
I think that series is going 7.
With who winning?
Here's the thing. If Dallas gets both of these at home, which I don't think they will. I think they'll split it. I think it'll go 7, and I think OKC will pull it out in 7.
I got OKC in 6.
Ooh, spicy.
OKC in 6. I feel like OKC is tapped in. I feel like they're gonna get this game too. I feel like Dallas may win the next one at home, but then I feel like OKC is too defensive minded. I don't know, bro. I gotta watch the game.
Playing on the road in the playoffs is a little bit different than playing for your road players. So we'll see.
All right, guys. Well, as we wrap up what we got going this weekend, what you got going? It's Mother's Day. We're gonna celebrate our moms. What else you guys got planned? What you got going on in your lives?
Man, Mother's Day. My little sister's in town. Go spend some time with her and mom.
Shout out, cousin.
This last 2 weeks of school. Going into shutdown mode. We just doing some reviews.
Boy, so I'm pulling out the TV card.
Well, hey man, it's the last few weeks, so we got 5 more classes.
TV card.
So summertime, here we come.
Pulling out the VHS.
Daniel, son, what you got?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm trying to get some rest, bro. After church, because actually we're gonna just do the mom thing today. Actually, just gonna do the mom thing today.
Oh, okay, a little early celebration.
Yeah. Then just, treat my queen and whatnot. All right, so what you got, Ray?
Yeah. So, going to see Jacob Collier tonight. That should be fun with my little sister. She's a huge fan. I put her on even though she won't admit that or ever recognize that she wasn't hip to him until I put her on. But that's fine, I don't need the credit. So we're going to have a good time. Then Mother's Day, I'll probably go pull up on my mom, get her something to eat. Spend some time with her, have some lunch, dinner. Lunch for young people is dinner for old people. So when we eat, it's probably her dinner. She might eat half of it and then say the rest for like the next day or something. So I'll just chill with her and then, chill out. We're going to play poker with the guys and have a good old time.
Yes, sir.
That's a bet, man.
So we appreciate y'all coming through the third, as always.
Yeah.
But it's a Rizap.
Yes, sir.
I might come through for poker.
All right. Hey, you better show up. Yeah, I might come through. No, I fell asleep. I fell asleep. My girlfriend can't go because I gotta do something.
It is what it is.
I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't go anywhere.
I'll be back.
All right.